you want to know what the best guns are in the whole game and why, you're about to find out. Okay, welcome to Weapons Tier List for Season 10. You'll definitely be surprised by what I think the best weapons are. Let's start up far end. They nerfed the lock-on for fisting, so it's not as strong as what it was, but fisting was too strong for too long. Okay, Sentinel. If I want to show a specific thing with each gun, I can pick it up, do something with it, but otherwise I'm just going to pick it up and shoot with it. So let's start with the snipers. We have the Sentinel. Pretty shit gun. Can be extremely effective if you hit a headshot when it's charged up, because it does like 140. Yeah, it does like 144 for a headshot, depending on their helmet armor. Does a lot of damage. 176 with no armor. So if you can charge up and hit a headshot, it's fucking insane. Actually, not stronger than a Kraber headshot, but it's better than a Kraber body shot. But otherwise, the gun shit. Would not recommend picking it up. We're gonna put it into... I think I have to put in the C tier. I don't think it's D tier. No, it's not D. It's not total dog shit. Definitely has potential if you can like hit headshots, but it's like, it's so long between shots. It just doesn't have consistent damage output. C tier. Maybe it's close to D. Next sniper, charge rifle. Pretty juice gun. Does lots of damage. Huge harassment potential. You can get knocks from across the map. There's like hardly any damage fall off. Very strong gun. Crack and then sometimes do little flicks at the end just to make sure those last bits hit. Charge rifle. Pretty damn solid gun. One of the best snipers. And I would place it probably A tier. I don't think it's S tier. For pubs, AB. For ranked, AS. For comp, AS as well. So like AS and then like BA for pubs. All right. Longbro. Very good gun. Huge damage output and potential. You can shoot it so fucking quick. Why are you spamming D, Kite? Stop spamming D. What do you want D for? High damage, high consistent output damage. Pubs, A, ranked, AS, comp, AS. I'm just going to put it A. It's very effective, but I'm going to put it in A. Highly recommend. Light next. RE45. RE45 is just like a slightly worse R99. Some people might even argue that it's better. RE45 with a purple mag has 25. I think the R99 with a purple is 28. So 297 for a mag in the 99. 300 for a mag with the RE. The RE is actually really good if you can learn to use it. It's not something you want to pick up and run around as your like primary gun for the rest of the game, but it's very strong. The default sight on it is really good as well. So let's put in B tier. It's definitely not low down. It's just one of those guns that I think takes a lot of getting used to. Quick peek, burst, go into cover sort of gun. You don't want to like wide swing with this gun. Don't want to wide swing with it. Yeah, it's in B tier, chat. Put it in B tier. P20. Pretty sure you guys are going to think this gun is worse than where I put it. This gun has like really strong damage output potential. If you can get used to the P20 and become pretty effective with it, it is very strong. Like, a purple does 378 damage if you hit everything. 378. That is a lot of damage. You can really just delete people, even from like pretty good range. You can smash people with this thing. I rate this gun, I think most people would probably say P20, D tier. I don't think it's D tier at all. I would put it B tier. It's very aim heavy, finger speed heavy. It's like the Wingman, right? Can be super effective, but it has a high barrier to entry because there's quite a few different things that you need to be good at. Click timing, precision aiming, even if you want to track with it a bit, like there's just lots of stuff, and you have high strafe speed. I'm putting in B tier. It's very good. If you're a very skilled player, like you can easily make this like an A tier gun. For the average player, it's going to be like B tier. Next gun, R3. Everyone's favorite gun. Extremely powerful, low recoil, high accuracy, good range, does lots of damage, easy to use. S tier gun, 100%. Great gun. Next gun, 99. Has lost its place in the meta a long time ago, but it's very fun to use, so people still like using it. It has high fire rate, and it's very satisfying to do so, and it sounds cool. And the recoil is not too hard to control. Good gun, but it gets outclassed in everything that it tries to do. It's outclassed in close range, it's in medium range, and it's outclassed in long range. B tier. It's literally just as effective as these two. Not even kidding. I stand by that with absolute confidence. Next, Scout. Very strong, very fun. Chuck a 3x on it, a 2.4, or a 2x, I guess, if you want that. Very useful.
Wait a minute.
Huge damage output, huge range. If you're soloing, less useful. But like if you're in a team, it is just so strong. For pubs and solo, it's like B tier, maybe A. But for ranked and comp, it's S tier. So I'm just going to put it in A tier. But for like for ranked and comp, it's so strong. It is so good. But we're going to check it in A tier. Not everyone's playing ranked and comp. Next gun, have a look at the Heavy. Rampage, I hate this gun. Piece of shit. Shoots really slow. The hit fire is abysmal. Look how, like, it's taken me a while. Okay, the hit fire is maybe not as bad as I thought it was. But as soon as you get a little bit away, it's much more inconsistent. I think it has more of a place in ranked and comp than pubs. Only just a little bit because it shoots slow and has pretty decent range. It's like the shitty cousin to the scout, right? The scout is just like the better version of it in every way. I'd give it... I really dislike it and it makes me want to put it in D tier. But then once you charge it up, it's actually okay. So I'm just going to chuck it in C tier for everything. Pubs, ranked, comp. That's where it's going. Don't pick it up. Just leave it on the ground. Wingman, style gun. Everyone likes the Wingman, but no one can use it. Would not recommend for comp or ranked. Only use it in pubs if you want to have fun. Can do huge burst damage if you hit a bunch of shots in a row, especially a headshot or two. Pretty inconsistent. Probably just never pick it up in comp. Only pick it up in ranked if you're like fucking insane with it. Otherwise, it's B tier. Very much down the middle. Next, 30-30. Kind of a weird gun. Super long reload time. Doesn't shoot that quick. Charge up for extra damage. In my opinion, the Scout is better for what it's trying to do. Like, they kind of fulfill like the same gaps as that like medium to long range single fire. They're meant to be good damage potential. Scout's much better in my opinion though. Let's give the 30-30. I'm gonna give it a C. Just meh gun. I don't particularly enjoy using it, so like I don't want to have to wait to charge the shot. Like that's good like on an opening shot. Good opening damage. 100 on a target with no helmet, but eh. Prowler, insane gun, especially if you're on controller. Hipfire is like a fucking laser. You can hipfire people from like half that fucking map away. It is just a pure fucking laser. And you can ADS with it. Definitely stronger for roller players because the AA on it's pretty nuts. I'm going to give it A tier. I'm not going to give it S tier. S tier on controller. On mouse and keyboard, I think it's just A tier. I'd rather run a bunch of different things than the Prowler. Especially as one of the most effective setups is shotgun / assault rifle type things. So Hemlock, the poor Hemlock used to be so good. It got a little bit better once they introduced a hop-up, which increases reload speed when it has 6 or less bullets in the mag. They also increased the hipfire accuracy. The hipfire accuracy used to be really bad. Better than what it was, but not as good as it used to be. Middle of the pack, nothing too special. It's hard to come up with an argument to run it over the R301 or the flatline. Middle of the pack, Hemlock, middle of the pack. And the last gun in the heavy category, one of my favorite guns. One of the best guns in the game, in my opinion. If you can learn to control the recoil with it, it's absolutely insane. Even without the hop-up. When I had the hop-up, it was the best gun in the game. And now, I think it's still a contender for best gun in the game. It's just kind of tied with a few things. Like, there's a few guns that are super close to it. So, obviously, you know where this is going. Going in the S tier. One of the best guns in the game. Let's put it above this. The Wingman with the loader does make it a bit stronger, but it's still B tier. I'm not going to pull these ones with the hop-up up. It's still B tier. It's just like at the top of B tier instead of like in the middle of B tier. Nah, it's not A. It's not A. Even with the loader, it's not A. It's just at the top of B. Done with the heavy guns. We have our energy guns, chat. Volt, all round, pretty damn solid gun. Pretty damn good. Low recoil, easy to control. Good damage output. Yeah, just really good gun. But I don't think it's at the top of the pack. I'm going to give it a very comfortable A tier. Good gun, but nothing insane. The only things I would change for controller, I would move this up, I would move this up, I would move this down, I would move this down, I would move this down. Yep. That's what I would change. Next gun, Devo. Devo is a weird one. If you get turbocharger, can be so insane. Very ammo hungry, fun in pubs, fun in ranked. Probably wouldn't pick it up for comp unless you get heaps of ammo and a turbocharger. Yeah, I think it kills you faster than anything else in the game. If you start, like, it's just so fucking quick. The lag. Everything dies very quick, but very ammo hungry and requires like a lot of stuff to be effective, a lot of attachments. Putting it in B tier would be like a disservice. At the start of the game, if you have minimal attachments, it's B tier. If you have good attachments, it's A tier. And if you have turbocharger, it's probably S tier. So I'm just going to chuck it in A tier, okay? Okay, next gun we have the Havoc. Another gun very much like the Devo. It's insane vertical recoil. Just goes up and up forever. Not as attachment dependent as the Devo. Yeah, it's not an A tier gun, I don't think. It's not on par with these. If it's got turbocharger, it's A tier. If it doesn't have turbo, it's B. I'm gonna give this one B. I just think it's a B tier gun. The Devo can be A tier without turbo, just with good attachments otherwise. Whereas this one needs turbo to go up a tier. Next gun. L-Star, it was insane after the buff. It's still insane. Still an insane gun. I think it's still S tier, to be honest. It's like a flashbang. It blinds you. You can't see shit when you've got red blobs coming at you. Does lots of damage. Have to lead your shots a long way. The bullet travel time is pretty slow. If the target's like a little far away, you have to lead them. Once you get used to it, very strong gun. S tier. I'm giving it S tier. It's such a good gun. Still good even after the nerf. Our list is nearly done. Bow. It's like the Wingman, right? Inconsistent. And even if you're super consistent with it, the damage output is still not insane. It was pretty strong when it came out, like AS tier when it came out. More like A tier when it came out, but people were just like, oh my god, new thing, and the new thing's killing me. I think it was like in between A and S tier. But now, not that enjoyable to use just because it's hard to put out a lot of damage. B tier. And with the hop-ups, B tier. Not a big fan of the bow. Would not recommend using it in comp. Would not recommend using it in ranked. Unless, like, it's just your thing, your gun, and you really like it, and you're good with it. All right, time to go for the care package weapons. The juiced up weapons. Let's start with the Spitty. Obviously, all these are meant to be very powerful. Being care package weapons is quite rare. Like, no recoil in this gun. Good gun. Very little recoil. High damage. Shoots forever. You can't put it anywhere but S tier. So you can't deny that it's very strong. Very powerful. Next, we have the Alternator. Now, the Alternator's a bit of a weird one. Hipfire. Extremely accurate hipfire. It's like a laser. Like, look at that.
Soon after.
Stream or what? Oh, you can't see. Whoops. As I was saying, the hipfire on the Alternator, extremely accurate. You can shoot people from like the whole map away. And it's still going to be pretty accurate. Most accurate hipfire in the game. Insane. There's things about the Alternator that make me want to put it in the A tier. But it's just like, nah, it's not an A tier gun. That is not. On no planet is that an A tier gun. Best hipfire in the game. Fun to use. Even like old Alternator, when it was still like a ground weapon, I would have given that an A tier for guns. But yeah, care package Alternator, S tier, 100%. Triple take. I very rarely pick up the triple take because usually if I'm running assault rifle shotgun, then I don't really want to replace either one with a triple take. If I was going to replace one of them, it would be the assault rifle. And if I'm running close range gun and sniper, like a longbow or a charge rifle, especially if I have my charge rifle fully kitted, I actually don't want to switch to the triple take. I would rather a fully kitted longbow than a triple take. Has like so many bullets though when you get it from the care package. You get 70 shots. Like the damage, like the harassment you can fucking give with this gun is insane. Can't put a sniper scope on it. Max is 2.4. Most useful component is its ammo capacity. Like you have so much ammo for a care package gun. You can shoot it forever. It's not S tier for me. Longbow. A tier gun. The final care package gun. The absolute juice. It's the content gun. The only gun in the game that can one-shot kill. This thing is insane. Not a super fast like projectile speed, so you have to lead the shot. So the projectile speed's like not insane. Like it's not super quick, which is how it should be. If it was too fast, you would always be hitting things. So a lot of players that play a lot of comp and ranked want it removed, especially from comp. I agree that it should be removed from comp. The game's like very tactical at the high level, and this kind of is like a cheese, I guess, like a fucking trump card. It's just a stupid thing that you can randomly get that can suddenly turn the whole game for an enemy team. Like if you headshot one of their players, like that can just be it. Anyway, S tier, obviously, chat. Insane gun. Should be removed from comp. Stay in ranked. Stay in pubs, obviously. Stay in ranked. Anyway, we're almost done. Almost at the end. Shotguns to go. Mozambique. Actually pretty damn solid. Has the best range out of any of the shotguns. Like 49, 49, 49, 43. Insane range. Best range. Actually a pretty damn solid gun. I don't think people give it enough credit. If I was going to put orders within each tier, I'd put it at the top of B tier or very close to the top. But because we're not doing orders, I'll just tell you it's at the top of B tier. It's at the top of B tier. Very good. You want to see what the worst shotgun in the game is? This heap of shit. This gun is the worst shotgun in the game. and they think, no, it's good because sometimes you do that. Sometimes it does that. But most of the time, it does that. Or that. Most of the time, it does nothing. Worst shotgun in the game. And as soon as you're on any sort of ping, because the pellet spread is so high, watch the pellets, chat. It hit 3 pellets out of the 11. And look, my aim is right on him. I haven't moved my aim at all. Even at this distance. Fuck the PK. Piece of shit. Fuck you, PK. And one of the dumbest things about it, if they're thirsted on the ground, I'll just go and finish this guy because he's on the ground. And I've got a shotgun that is meant to do the most damage out of all the shotguns, by the way. You know what you hit for? You hit him for 99. Give him a little tickle and then they die. Eva. My favorite shotgun. I've been using this gun for a very long time, and it is, in my opinion, it is the best shotgun, even after the small nerfs. Massive damage output, insane. You're gonna win close range fights with a good Eva. My favorite shotgun, and I think by far the best shotgun. And it shall be taking its rightful place in S tier. Okay, last gun of the day. Mastiff. Used to be the best shotgun in the game, even though the Eva was kind of like hidden. What do you call it? Like hidden OP. People didn't really use it Eva much at the time of massive supremacy. But yeah, Mastiff, since it's nerfed, still really good. Still can put out super good bursts. I much prefer it over the PK. For me, like this gun and the Mozam in terms of power are pretty close. Usually why you're running a shotgun is for close range burst damage. And this gun gives you more close range burst than the Mozambique. So while the Mozambique has strengths in other areas like its range and the tightness of its spread, this gun has more close range burst. And that's what you want in a shotgun. I would give it a very comfortable, middling to bottom of A tier. Very comfortable A tier. Good gun, just solid. All round solid. We're done with our tier list. That's tier list for the guns. Season 10. If I was had to give like a best gun in the game, maybe the Flatline if you can learn to use it properly. The gun that can have the biggest impact in the game, obviously the Kraber, just because of its one-shot potential. The PK, I probably wouldn't actually give it. Nah, fuck the PK. It's D tier. Piece of shit. Yeah, what do you guys think of the tier list? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think certain guns should be higher or lower? Let me know. What do you think? Say bye, chat. You're on the screen. Everyone say goodbye. Bye, YouTube. Bye-bye. All right, bye.